Welcome to Boomer University. Today's subject, Sierra. What you will learn, or should learn, have you actually watched the entire video. Sierra's gameplay and how she compares to other DPS characters. Sierra's abilities. How to make best use of each ability. How to make the most of Sierra's ultimate. Going for kills, trying to zone out the enemy team. Which perks to select, and why and when. Where and how to play Sierra, with examples. Sierra's abilities explained. Helix Rifle. This is Sierra's main weapon. Automatic assault weapon. Shoots in a spiral pattern, gaining accuracy with sustained fire. It's better not to burst fire. Instead, just the longer you hold down M1, the better the gun gets. Best used for sustained poke or spam, especially if a couple enemies are in a distant pattern. Tracking shot. Marks an enemy. Helix Rifle shots automatically track marked enemies. Best used to take down healthier enemies, so hit your skill shot and then take down the enemy. And can be used to finish off enemies. If someone's at 20 HP and you hit them with a skill shot, they will die. Tremor Charge. This is a nade-like ability. Throw a charge that creates a shockwave on impact. Best to be thrown at feet or just in front of enemies for maximum effectiveness. You don't want to actually hit the enemy with it because it will do a lot less damage. And, fun fact, can hinder Venture while underground. It's one of the rare abilities that can actually injure Venture when they dive underground. Anchor Drone. Launch an anchor drone, reactivate to grapple it. Can be used to get into a fight and almost instantly get out. Best used as a setup tool. Can be used to get you out of trouble. Sierra's ultimate explained. Trailblazer. Deploy a drone that flies forward and drops explosives. Spreads out the higher it is deployed. You usually want to keep it about medium height. For maximum effectiveness if you're going for kills. If you're going for wide damage, try to get up on a height first or launch your drone and then deploy. You can also use it in close quarters and low to ground for max kill potential. So if a bunch of enemies are in a building or in a room, launch it and you will probably kill all of them. If not, they will be extremely low. Can be used to zone off an area or to finish off enemies. This is a great tool to pop over cart if you're close to overtime or if you need to get the enemies off the cart. This is a great tool to use for it. Also great for starting off or finishing a team fight, but not quite as useful in mid-fight. Meaning, middle of the fight, everybody's still kind of interacting. No enemies are dead. You probably want to save it to basically finish off a team fight. Sierra's perks explained. This is for Season 2. These are subject to change. If they do, I will try to do an update video. Her minor perks. Full flight. Increase anchor drone flight and grapple ranges by 25%. It's not very useful and it's quite map dependent. And since it takes time to unlock this perk, I don't personally find it useful. There's not many places that her drone can't get you to. So having an extended range is basically if you only use the drone to get out of trouble, then you're going to be further from the enemy, which could be helpful, but in my experience, it's not very helpful. Tight grip. This, on the other hand, is the better of the perks. Helix Rifle bullet spread tightens 100% faster and widens 30% slower. So once you have this enabled, you can do little burst damage rather than having to hold your fire button for longer to zero in on an enemy. Major perks. Meta drone. Anchor drone holds a med kit that can heal Sierra. Useful if you're always in height, you're always using height as a flank or not always able to be healed. Meaning if you're not getting heals from your supports or if you're constantly on a flank and then there's no med kits behind, this is a very useful perk. It all depends on your playstyle and the map. But if you tend to find yourself getting into trouble a lot, the meta drone is a really good perk to have. Locked in, firing tracking shot increases your attack speed by 20% for 2 seconds. This is the perk that I use most of the time. Even if you miss the tracking shot, your fire rate still increases. So sometimes it's useful to just pop it, and that way when you're peeking a corner, your fire rate is insanely fast. It's really good for getting a jump on an enemy. Great also if you're doing poke spam or facing a lot of burst damage enemies. So a Sojourn with rail, you probably will lose. But if you're going against a Bastion, you can take them out even if you don't hit the tracking shot, just because your fire rate is so much faster than anyone expects. Also good to take down tanks, for instance, because they have such a huge health pool that you can drive them down much, much faster with the increased fire rate. Get on to gameplay. All right, this is a replay of a game that I did on Junkertown, and we'll just watch and I'll comment as we go.
All right, let's focus up.
Using the drone to get to another area. I also destroy the drone. It's just something that I do unless I plan on using it to get out. Now you'll see me set up a drone to, in fact, get out and to change my angle.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers
Spam some damage. Try for the firing shot. Use the drone to take another angle. Spam damage. Hit the firing shot on the tank. Try to get her as low as possible. I got Orisa to use cooldowns. Taking another angle. Now I take a back angle, take out the Soj. Use the drone to get out, nade to get back. Always keeping high ground. Take out the sim with the tracking shot. Throw a nade to back him up. Take high ground and almost immediately back out. It's a safe way to get a better position on people. Avoid the ult. Shoot in air to zone with my ult. Died for it.
Excuse me, where does that payload think he's going? Come on.
Use the drone to get high ground. Use the nade to take out the Venture while underground.
It's go time.
Spam damage so they can't move forward.
by your side.
Use my ultimate to zone out. Get him off the cart for a little bit. Tracking shot to kill. Nade to do damage.
Oh, hell yeah. That'll be handy.
tracking shot and drone to take out the Venture.
Let's shake things up.
Use my drone to get behind them.
One. Attackers incoming.
Setting a hold.
Yo, coming at you.
Time to shine.
Here I'm taking the high ground on the opposite side. Spam the area for maximum effectiveness. Sarah's great at peeking corners.
Go! Check. Enemy turret ahead.
It's important to note that you don't have to look at the drone to use it.
Enemy turret here.
Venture got away.
Eyes on the sky.
Use my ult to zone the card so we can get the touch.
Okay.
Payload has reached
Now I'll use my ult to zone out the card once more. Oh, kill the Venture first.
Aw, don't look so glum. Eyes on the sky.
Use the drone to get in and get out. Change angles. Try to spam as much damage as I can. Now we gotta back out.
Enemy turret here.
Sometimes just hitting the tracking shot can get people to back off,
That payload going.
which can at least get you some space.
Enemy turret ahead.
Take a different angle.
Firing shot.
Kill the Venture again.
Let's shake things up.
Use the nade to finish off the opponent. Take down the tank.
Positioning anchor. Ready to rumble. Enemy turret here.
Seconds remaining.
We have to pick it up. Let's attack.
And we ended up losing that fight, but using the drone to
Well, I always
Zone
have room
out.
to grow.
was a good play on my part. Unfortunately, my
Why's the
team
payload
died.
stuck? Let's get a move on.
Always climb, never fall.
Here we have Sarah's abilities. 6-second health regeneration delay. She's 250 health. 22.5 per second health generation over time. Melee damage is 40. Move speed is 5.5. In combat healing reduction, negative 30% healing. Healer's rifle. Damage per 2 bullets is 18. Spread is 3 degrees max, 0.5 degrees minimum, 0.75 seconds to minimum. However, with perks, that does get a lot better. Trailblazer. Damage per bomb is 180 to 72 based on area of effect. Min-max radius per bomb is 1 to 3 meters. Total bombs, 23. Explosion delay, 1 second. Upwards knockback, 6 meters per second. Her tracking shot does 35 damage on its own. Duration lasts for 3 seconds. Like I said, you can use it to either engage an enemy, take down a tank, or just finish off an enemy, much like her tremor charge, which we'll get to. Anchor drone. Range 14 meters. Duration is only 10 seconds. Health is 80. Grapple charges 2. That means you can grab to it twice. The range is 17 meters, and grapple move speed is 22 meters per second, so it's quite quick. Tremor charge. 100 for inner shockwave, 60 for the outer shockwave. We'll get to that. 15 degrees angle, 60 degrees angle when it's out. Range is about 12 meters, 1.75 meter. It's 1.75 meter height, 30 meters per second, and climb drop stuff if you're a number guy. And then minor perks we'll get to. So first things first, grapple.
Yeah, that'll hold.
Use it to reposition. It's always a good thing.
Major path unlocked.
What I like to do is say you need to get in and get out. You can use it to reposition. Shoot.
Called my shots.
Throw your nade. Get back up on high ground. Or you can use it to engage. Like if this is the enemy team. Shoot it here.
Locking on.
Use it to disengage. Get back out. Very, very useful.
Better play it safe when I'm around.
Now, perks. The increased anchor drone flight grapple ranges by 25%. Not really a fan, so I'd rather have Helix Rifle,
fresh gear.
which tightens your spread quite quickly.
Steady aim.
You can destroy your drone. I suggest doing it because if they destroy your drone, it does take a little bit longer to come back. Plus, you might accidentally hit A in the middle of a fight, and if your drone is in a spot. The anchor drone is very useful if you're constantly relocating and not getting enough heals, or feel like you're not getting enough heals. And then locked
That's more
in.
like it. Easy.
Normal fire rate. See there, pretty good.
Don't look so wrong.
However, even if you miss, much, much faster.
Setting a hold. Firing charge.
Just do the high ground.
Don't count me out.
The drone can be manipulated to get you into many spots and many places. So, for instance, if I want to use it to get over here, but then I want to use it to get out, makes you extremely hard to hit if you use it quick enough. And that is Sierra's lesson.